1 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Kanuz Ashraf. First, the headlines. Foreign Office has summoned the Indian Deputy High Commissioner to lodge a protest on ceasefire violations by Indian forces in Bhimber and Samahini sectors on the line of control. Elections for 52 seats of Senate of Pakistan will be held tomorrow. Minister of State for Finance says present government has empowered banks to recover loans from defaulters under a new law. Kashmiri leadership has urged the international community to raise voice over the gross human rights violations of Indian troops in occupied Kashmir. 8 Turkish soldiers have been killed in fighting in Syria. And now the news in detail. The Foreign Office summoned Indian Deputy High Commissioner J.P. Singh in Islamabad today to lodge protest over unprovoked ceasefire violations by the Indian occupation forces along the line of control yesterday in Bhimber and Samahini sectors. The firing by heavy mortars resulted in the martyrdom of an innocent civilian while his wife and child got injured. Elections on the 52 vacant seats of Senate will be held tomorrow. Election Commission of Pakistan has completed all the arrangements for the smooth and peaceful conduct of the elections. 12 senators each from Punjab and Sindh, 11 each from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, 4 from FATA and 2 senators from the federal capital will be elected. Halls of National Assembly and the provincial assemblies have been declared polling stations for the elections. 5 candidates are vying for 1 general and 1 technocrat seat from the federal capital, while 24 candidates are in the run for the 4 FATA seats. The Election Commission has also made arrangements to ensure secrecy of the vote. During the polling process, the members of the National Assembly are not allowed to carry their cell phones inside the polling stations or take their ballot papers out of the assembly halls. Chief Election Commissioner Justice Sardar Muhammad Raza has directed Secretary of the Commission to address complaints of media with regard to coverage of the Senate elections being held tomorrow. He said media should be allowed to cover the election as has been the practice in the past. Chief Election Commissioner said media is an important partner of the Commission and it should not face any difficulty or hurdle in discharging their professional duty. The government will announce first ever national water policy by the end of this month. This was stated by Minister for Power Awais Ahmed Khan Lagari while addressing the concluding ceremony of 4th International Conference on Use of Space Technology for Water Management in Islamabad today. He said the main features of the national water policy will include reduction in land losses, pricing of water, crop zoning, and efficient utilization of water in agriculture sector. Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Maryam Aurangzeb says people's right to elect their representatives should be respected. Talking to media outside the Accountability Court in Islamabad today, she said those who wanted a rift in PMLN ranks will get answer in the Senate elections being held tomorrow. In occupied Kashmir, the Joint Resistance Leadership has termed the ongoing assault on Kashmiris inmates and shifting them to Jammu jails as illegal, unethical, and act of vendetta. The resistance leaders Sayyid Ali Gilani, Mirwais Umar Farooq and Muhammad Yasin Malik in a statement in Srinagar said that every possible thing would be done to provide justice to the Kashmiri inmates who are being penalized by the puppet rulers and Indian police. The resistance leaders urged the international community to raise voice over the gross human rights violations by Indian troops in occupied Kashmir. The law enforcement agencies have arrested 5 members of the banned terrorist outfit in Hyderabad. 3 bombs containing 15 kilograms of explosive material were recovered from them. The Counter-Terrorism Department Khyber Pakhtunkhwa foiled an attempt of terrorism and recovered ammunition in Tormang Valley of Lower Dir this morning. The ammunition includes 4 hand grenades and 4 detonators. In Syria, 8 Turkish soldiers have been killed in fighting in the northern Afrin region. The Turkish military says another 13 were injured in the clashes yesterday, with several said to be in a critical condition. In Afghanistan, 1 person was killed, 6 others wounded in an explosion in eastern Kabul today. Afghanistan's Interior Ministry spokesman Najib Danish said the wounded were all civilians. In Pakistan Super League, Multan Sultans will play against Karachi Kings this evening, while Lahore Qalandars will take on Islamabad United tonight. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com Radio Pakistan News Official.